Yeah, losing Prime was a big blow for Tumby Bay. He's been replaced by young Tom Kelly. Kick in by Ramblers. Simon Pedler at the back of the pack. Flicks her out. Missed it. Recouped here. Craig Curtis coming forward. Big kick up. Pack of players form. Chipping around the edges. And on the full. Young Jade Manane. Winds tend to be favouring this northern end of the Lock Oval. Off the sides, quick chip back to Jefferson, outside of 50. Fair wind to punch into. Sets it up for the forwards. No one home for Tumby Bay. Marked by Scotty Micken. Tumble punt forward and straight down Jefferson's throat. This wind may cause a few problems here today. Jefferson plays on out to Butler. Quickly on again, and Isaac LeBrun comes in for his first touch. Tom Kelly at the back. Sets. Punch forward. Clark off the boot. Bangs it forward. Just to the left. Tumby Bay 2 points on the board. Pepper in the goals. Early days yet. Sean Fitz for Ramblers take the kick in. Bang long, Pedler up over the back of the pack. See, umpire seems to have pulled out a free kick. Pedler gets on with it quickly, working down that dead side. Ball bashing loose and Butler running through from the back line for Tumby Bay. Back to Clark. Horrible kick around the side. Moves forward and good mark to young Tom Kelly. Windy conditions today, so every ball counts and every goal counts early. Not taking much time to line up and misses to the right. 3 straight points to Tumby Bay.
Scotty Micken kicks out for Ramblers. Long, straight down the centre. Cody goes up, but Hammer Quigley's coming down with the mark for Ramblers. Plays on pretty quick. Straight down the centre for Ramblers. Looks for Ben Deslands. Comes over the back of David Fleming. Comes out towards Jimmy Holman. He's got a couple of metres now. Comes back inboard. Looks for Luke Fitz. Can he run onto it for Ramblers? At the back there for Tumby. Looks like Butler. Braden Fitz is in there for Ramblers. Comes out to Luke Fitz again. And the ball goes out of bounds in the forward pocket for Ramblers. They're attacking to this southern end in the first quarter. Throw in again. Wind takes the ball. Comes down. Luke Fitz throws it again for Ramblers. Gets taken high, it looks like, and he'll get a free kick. It's about 25 metres out. Be a tough win from there, though. Tumby inaccurate start for them. 3 points. Could be a trend for the day, though, with this wind sort of pretty well going across the ground again. Luke Fitz lining up for Ramblers. Kick goes in. And first score for Ramblers. They're on the board. 1 point. Tumby 3 points. Josh Cave kicks out. Luke Shannon's got the ball in the back pocket for Tumby. Kicks out looking for Jefferson's found him. Plays on. Looking for Lenny LeBrun's come to him now. LeBrun with the ball. Then Cavey can't quite pick that one up. Good tackle by Trent Starkey. In there goes Jimmy Shard away to Jefferson. Now down the wing, Paul Jefferson for Tumby Bay. Couple of bounces. Indoor to Maggot Curtis. He bucks inboard. Looking now for Shard again. Long kick forward. Micken in front for Ramblers. Spalls through. Another behind on the board for Tumby Bay. They go to 4 behinds. Ramblers 1 point. Scotty Micken once again to that outer side. Plays on quickly. Hammer in front for Ramblers. Comes down to Craig Curtis. He kicks it back in there looking for Damien Clark. Good come in there by Scott Micken. He keeps it in front of him. Murray's has got it now. Handball back into the pack. Dangerous one. Tom Kelly in there again for Tumby. Now Craig Curtis is over the ball. He gets it out. Maggot Curtis. There's a chance for Tyson Cross. Can he line up the first goal? No, once again the wind has taken it away for a point. Didn't have much time to settle in. Ramblers defence putting some good pressure on the Tumby guys. They're having shots for goal here. Long kick again, looking for Bruiser. Couldn't quite grab it. Jefferson, good roving. Craig Curtis in there quickly, smothered by Bruiser. Now comes out to Bunga Fitz. He's going to go for a run down the outer side. Long kick looking for Jimmy Holman. Poised at the back, couldn't mark it. He's got the second effort. Comes in quick, the Tumby guy gets it out the back. Jefferson in there again. Looks like it'll be a ball up again on the outer side.
Yes, that wind's going to probably keep the ball to that side of the oval most of the day, I think. Ball's up from there. Out from Ramblers again. Deslands on the boot, going up. Fleming last one down there, punches. Back out again, backed up again, well by Ben Deslands. Punched it forward, they keep working hard. The one there, Isaac LeBron with the ball now, and down the side, and she's on the 4, I think. Kick in from Ramblers. Up forward. Should have been probably taken by Sean Fitz. He had plenty of space. Hard at the ball though, both teams. And another ball up. Cave took the ruck. Back out again. Sean Fitz roving well already today. And ball bundled out again. He's going to hug that boundary all day, I think. Code against Simon Pedler in the ruck. Good duel for sure. Umpire's picked out a free kick. Back to Pedler. Gets on with it quickly, as he will. Up forward, and easy mark there taken by David Fleming. Up to Curtis. Good punch from behind. Enough players as a Tumby there, but they seem to be a bit fumbly at this stage of the game. Back to Josh Cave. Inside again. Lenny LeBrun moving forward, looking for something to kick to. Presenting himself. No, too strong in defence. Taken again by Scott Micken. Punches it down, Curtis under it, missed it. Cave backs up to Tyson Cross, back to Cave, inside again. Craig Curtis, nowhere to go, runs himself into trouble and holding the ball. Jay Manone having his kick, still playing on that outer side, and Quinn's got it again. No, still kept in, young Crosses in there. He's been guarded over the boundary by Jimmy Holman. No, sorry, holding the ball. Tumby seem to be running themselves out of space, but there's not much moving forward. Ball kicked into the Ramblers forward pocket area. Hard at it, Shawnee Fitz punches it forward again. Josh Cave happened to be in the right spot and pulled up another one. Going keeping on that dead side. With that wind, you wouldn't want to be stopping over there. Mark taken to Code. Still not much on offer for him, not much places to kick, probably to play down that line. And kicks it straight to Bruiser. Bruiser tries to bring the ball across to the centre. It's probably a good ploy. Lenny LeBrun with another touch. He's had a few now. Craig Curtis. Jimmy Shard forward. No, nothing really moving up forward for the Tumby. Over the top, misses everybody. Going through is young Daniel Lockwood. Hard, aggressive little player. Jimmy Shard, quick off the hands then. Michael Curtis. They're all into it. And another ball up. Tumby's centre half forward flank.
The ball up, Jaffa Harris throws it up. One by Minard again for Ramblers. Luke Murray's got the kick forward, smothered. Comes out to Craig. Ricky Clark couldn't quite grab it. Tom Kelly again. He's been in everything. Well tackled that time by Scott Micken. Well, he's hanging on a little bit too long though. Tom Kelly gets the free kick for Tumby. About 45, 50 out from goal. Kicks it into that danger zone out in the square. Sammy Reid at the back. But he's used his hands to get in the back of Scott Micken. He's been in everything, Scott Micken. And Minard's gone down. Looked like a bump off the ball. Another stretch has been called. Butler's got the ball for Tumby, but stretch has got to be called for Spider Minard. They've stopped the game again. Sensation. The same spot as Primey's gone down only 10 minutes ago.
Minard put down behind the play, we think.
Could be.
And mark there, Matty Forster come on to replace him. And on that other side, Sean Fitz with the ball now, running up the wing. Back inside again. Up forward. More of a tussle. Jefferson, who's been quite good all game, he's controlling the ball. Tries to bring it across the other side of the oval. Curtis first to the ball. Got a paddock. The support from his teammates. But nowhere to go though. No, Tumby don't seem to be moving too far forward down the ground. Goes to the centre. Jacob Cave in the centre. Drops what should have been an easy chest mark and then gives away a free kick. Ball comes back. Jim Holman. Leads offered. Holman goes forward. Mark taken safely in defence by Curtis, who seems to have come back in a defensive role at this stage. Kicks the ball forward, up the side, looking for Damien Clark and right on the chest. Not going to play on. Comes around and pokes it forward and smothered off the hand boot. Ramp back. Comes forward. Good supply there. 26 Ramblers, no left. Goes around his right. Up high in the corner. Player bumped over before the ball. Ball tapped out of bounds.
Right forward pocket for Ramblers. Attacking to the southern end. Goldie in ruck. Down to Shard. He thumbles. Gets the second effort. Jefferson can't grab it. Now he gets it. Well tackled by Jimmy Holman. No prior opportunity though. And there'll be another throw up in that forward pocket for Ramblers. Goldie Holman again down to Cody Pilgrim. He's taken off it. Quick kick by Cave. Matty Forster. Good hands by Matty Forster. Out body Sammy Reid. Sammy Reid off. Another cheap shot by Sammy Reid. Trent Starkey got the ball for Ramblers. Straight up the forward pocket. AJ Crittenden couldn't quite get in the right position. And well marked in the back lines there for Tumby Bay. Maggot Curtis looks like he's got the ball for Tumby. He goes to the outer side again. Lockwood against Tiger Cabot. Well spoiled by Tiger Cabot. Butler's now with the ball for Tumby. He swoops it forward. Sammy Reid and Forster again going at it out there on that half-forward flank. Well tapped on by Sammy Reid, but it's out of bounds. Beat him to it. The ball's certainly staying a long time out there on the outer side today with this wind. Right on the 50 for Tumby. Out the back to Matty Forster again. Getting a few kicks since he's come on. Cody Pilgrim now on his own in the centre. He kicks it out wide looking for James Cutterford, who's just come on the ground for Ramblers. Trent Starkey now leads the ball to the race. Well shepherded by James Cutterford. Couldn't quite get through though, Starkey. Well tackled by young Sean Letton for Tumby. And again, it's on. Bit of feeling between these two sides. Great arch rivals of the league. Look forwards, Edna Clark, Mags Murray couldn't quite grab it. They're both tangled feet. Scotty Micken cleans up for Ramblers, but not a good kick. Handball. Jimmy Shard's got it. He handballs it to no one. Cody comes out. Murray's is there. Ooh. Jefferson swoops on it. He's well tackled by Luke Murray. There'll be another ball up. At 45 out for Tumby. A lot of niggle already in this game. A couple of oaks being carted off on stretchers. Barrett Curtis, how'd he find that much space? Here comes Maggot. Can he boot the ball? He comes around on the left. Good kick by Maggot Curtis. Has that gone through? Yes, it has. First goal for the 2009 Grand Final. The male medalist this year, Michael Curtis, on the left boot for Tumby Bay. They go to 1-5-11. Ramblers on 1 point.
Yeah, well shepherded too by Ricky Clark down there in full forward position. Craig Curtis seemed to have a lot of space there. They might have to tighten up a bit harder on him, I think. Wind seems to be abating a little bit at this stage. Still fresh, going across the ground mainly. Ball's up in the centre. Jimmy Shard off the tap. Moving Tumby's way again. Lockwood for Tumby, overran it. Picked up by Jimmy Shard and kicked bash forwards any way they can. Tumby players fighting each other for it. Out the back, Brad Clawton. Bangs out long. Bit of space here. Bit of a race on now. Jimmy Holm a little bit quicker. Michael Curtis right on his hammer and caught him. Ball spills free. Kick forward by Tumby. Shawnee Letton up the side. Sammy Reid up there. Him and Claude will be in for a hell of a duo today. Thrown on Tumby's forward pocket, forward flank. Over the back. Another one comes out cleanly. Clean hands out the back. Les lands onto Sean Fitz. Kicks it long. There's a Rambler player running through. If he gets a sit in the bounce, he'll be away. He got it off. Smothered by Tumby. Holman backs up. Bangs it forward. Looking for AJ down the top. Everyone in there. Ball spills free. Off the ground by Butler for Tumby and taking it through for a defensive point. Kick in by Josh Cave. Long sweeping kick down the outer side. Players running onto it. Lockwood going for it. Bends down, gets it clean this time. He's got to get it on. Well smothered, Sean Fitz. Holman fighting for everything out there. Ramblers pick up possession. Very scrammed. Up forward. Curtis in there, gets the ball out. Jimmy Sharp with the ball. Tries to centre it up. And a good hands by Jefferson too, under extreme pressure from Tiger Cabot. Brings the ball long. Who's in the best position? Ball spills free. Nearly looking for a hold in the back. Ramblers again. Very good backline, the Ramblers defence. Clean hands, moving forward again. And a good mark. Good mark to Holman. Backed up again as Cutterford running down the side. Turned around, coughed the ball up. And Fleming with a bit of time. Under pressure. Good quick hands. Cutter still going with it. Isaac LeBrun somehow gets through the pack and busts forward. Pokes it forward to Curtis, who's now come from the back line and back up the top. Into his brother Craig in the centre. Should have a good line up here. Code down at forward. And big hands. Hard man to stop his Code being so tall. And Ramblers unfortunately losing Menard to some sort of indiscretion there in the piece. Code lines up. Should be pretty easy kick from there with that wind. Ball goes through. Code with the goal on the board. Tumby moves to 2-5. Ramblers 2 points.
Back in the centre after that second goal for Tumby. Scott Micken now in the ruck for Ramblers. Gets the tap down, well rode by Bunga Fitz. Now comes Ben Deslands. Left foot kick, got under it a little bit. Luke Fitz is behind Luke Shannon. Over the back Cave, running onto it, Bruiser's after him. And the ball go out of bounds in that half-forward flank for Ramblers. At 45 around from their goal. Goldie Holman in the ruck again for Ramblers. Down to Fleming's got the kick for Tumby. Goes towards the outer side again. And the wind drifts it over the boundary line again on the outer wing. Poor throw in. Scotty Micken gets the tap down to Luke Murray. Onto that left foot. But he couldn't quite control it. The wind again taking it out of bounds on the full. Tumby will get the kick. Looks like Tyson Cross waiting to receive the ball. Fairly long first quarter with a couple of stretches and a few other stoppages.
Come on, Tumby!
Cross to send it into attack for Tumby. Looks for Sammy Reid over the back. Claughton spoiled well. Out comes David Butler now. Can Scotty Micken pressure him into a mistake? Ball goes out towards the boundary line. Edna Clark goes forward and takes the mark, but it's out of bounds. Good pressure by the Magpies there. Force that kick into error. Long kick out towards the wing. Goldie Holman up against 3 that time. The ball locked in again. Can Butler now get it out for Tumby? Yes, he can. Out to Maggot Curtis. He's well tackled by Ben Deslands. Once again, the bodies go in hard. Tumby get the quick kick forward. Sammy Reid against Brad Claughton again. tapped out by Clawton to Cody Pilgrim, it looks like, in the bottom of the pack. Clawton again, out the back to Jay Manane. He kicks it forward. Tumby Guy gets taken over again in the tackle. Another throw in. Tom Kelly looks like he's going to do the ruck against Scotty Micken, but the ball doesn't get to him. Jefferson under it, couldn't craig it. Maggot Curtis in there for Tumby again. Once again, he gets out of it. They can't. Oh, yes, they can lay the tackle. Ben Deslands again comes in, does a good job for Ramblers. Good pressure by Ramblers. Holding Tumby up here. Tumby have had most of the play, but Ramblers keeping in it. Bruiser Peddler in front. Unlucky not to get a free. Bunga Fitz has got the crumbs now. He goes forward, looking for AJ Crittenden. And that's Rowan McDonald. Good mark by Rowie. Goes on looking for AJ this time, over the back. Can he get the crumbs? Bruiser's interfered, unfortunately, with Josh Cave there. And he'll take the relieving kick for Tumby. Goes out looking for Shard. Couldn't quite make the bounce, and now Trent Starkey. Great speed from the youngster. Shard wears him out of it, though. Away to Butler. He's got a metre now. Can he find a man? Ricky Clark out in a good lead, and perfect pass by Butler. Ricky Clark about probably on the 50 line. Won't be an easy kick from there with the wind swirling a little bit. Pretty well right behind the kicker. Important kick for Tumby just before quarter time. Ricky Clark uses the breeze beautifully. Straight through the middle. Great kick by Ricky Clark. Tumby get their third goal. 3-5 to Ramblers, 2 points.
Yeah, great kick by Ricky Clark with the left leg. Very hard to come in on that side. But he started left and used that wind to full advantage. Tom Kelly taking the ruck for Tumby Bay up against Scotty Micken. And it gives the luxury of having Code at full forward, which is very handy. Ball comes out off of Kelly, Lockwood, on to Tyson Cross. The young brigade going well together. Up to Clark, happened to be in the right place. Spins around looking. Nothing coming from the forward lines. Fancies himself from 40, 45. Comes in. It's going to drop short. Ramblers hands up. Well spoiled. Ricky Clark at the front, scouting around the pack. Bundled off the ball. And worked behind by Code as well. Up by Clawton. Clawton goes for the safety of the boundary and found it.
Keep it up there, Tumby.
Good defence, Ramblers. Have got an exceptional defensive side in the back line. Thrown from the side. Kelly and Micken again. Ball comes down. Curtis with it on his left leg. Spins it around. Brings it back to the centre. Clawton goes back out there again. Good positioning and great set of hands. Scott Micken. Great in defence, but in this game he'll have to play the role on ball, I think. Down the live side, this side. Nobody touches it. At the back is Curtis sweeping around, getting some good possessions and loose.
Good defensive mark taken by Brad Clawton. Defensive 50 for Magpies. Looks out for Braden Fitz, leading Daniel Lockwood to the ball. Now Lockwood's got it for Tumby. Kicks it forward. Sammy Reid on his own. He'll take that. Plays on quickly onto that left foot as the siren goes for quarter time. Just when Tumby were looking to have another foray forward.
A-grade Grand Final 2009, Ramblers and Tumby. Ball up, Code and Micken together. Ball tapped forward by Code. Curtis in underneath it. Picked up there by Shard and bashed forwards. Nothing out there on that dead pocket again. Wind still hasn't eased up. Reid makes his way out there, gets the ball, swings back around on that left foot. Bangs it in, and up over the top is Clark, and should have probably taken it. Ball spills free. Bunga Fitz back there to mop up. Micken out again. And Clawton to clear it from this there to the centre. Contest, Butler. And for the Ramblers, Rowan McDonald. Good mark. Punches the ball forward. Player on his own. Braden Fitz up from the side. Knocked down. Cody doing the roving. Nearly got pinned down there by Bruiser. Got the ball long. No one there for Tumby. Claughton again out of defence. Good mark on the wing. Brandon Fitzgerald. Oh, ugly kick. Played into Tumby's hands. Jefferson to mop up. Kick forward. Still nothing forward for Tumby, no. Lockwood had an attempt. No one was keeping their eye on the ball there. Plenty of Ramblers back there in support. Somehow or other, Curtis comes out with it and blazes across the face. In with Prime. He gets himself under. Uses that big body of his. Pushes Matt Forster out of the way. Takes a mark under the left wing. 35 metres out. So the third chips off, looking close, and chips to Michael Curtis. Probably playing for a bit of a free. Not bluffing the umpire today. Curtis normally a very good kicker at goal. Male medalist 2009. Nearly as good as his brother Craig with 2. Curtis pokes it in. Aims left. Stays left. Point to Tumby. First score for the third quarter.
Bit of a let off there for Ramblers. Desperate for the first couple of goals this third quarter to get back into it. 28-point lead now for Tumby. Forster the kick in. Straight up the centre. A bit of a dangerous kick. Micken couldn't quite get in there. Des lands. Butler's now got it for Tumby. Can he trap it? Yes. Away it goes to Jimmy Chard. Pitched outside 50 in towards Prime. Forster got the spoil in. Bunga Fitz has roved it and he gets away. Good kick by Bunga Fitz out towards that outer wing, but straight to Tyson Cross. The right spot at the right time for Tumby. Now on to Butler. He drives it back in quickly. Tumby attacking strongly at the start of this quarter. Spoiled again. Bunga Fitz in the right spot again. Brilliant rover for the Magpies. Away to Brad Claughton, who kicks it up and under again. Hammer quickly in front, takes the mark. Plays on again. In a bit of trouble. Craig Curtis now. Well, Sean Letton's picked it up for Tumby. He couldn't get the pick. In comes Craig Curtis again. He's got it. Jimmy Chard out to Maggot. Can Maggot get onto that left foot again? He's already kicked one on that side today. And unfortunately, he's missed another one for Tumby there, though. So he's second behind of the quarter. 5-9 now, Tumby. Ramblers 1-4. And they're peppering the goals already in this third quarter, Tumby. They've had most of the play since half-time. Forster signalling and going straight down the ground. Bit of a mongrel kick. Micken. Holman comes in for Ramblers. Down comes Maggot again. Rode it well. Got the hands free to Craig Curtis. Away to Butler. Now Jimmy Chard. Well spoiled by Tiger Cabot. Somehow got the handball out to Benny Deslands. Straight down to the half-forward line for Ramblers. Luke Shannon's got the ball and kicked it on quickly. Sammy Reid and Claughton going towards it. Desi's read it well for Ramblers. Now get onto that raking left foot. Tyson Cross has come down as he hurt his shoulder again. Jimmy Holman on the half-forward line for Ramblers. Kicks in quickly looking for Rowan McDonald. Good mark from Rowie. He'll play on quickly. Braden Fitz is on his own in that forward pocket for Ramblers and he's taken the mark about 25-30 metres out. Looking to play on. Doesn't seem confident. Good kick to Tommy Harsmer, about 15 metres out, but on a bit of a sharper angle. Looks like Cross is coming off the ground for Tumby. Might have hurt his arm or his hand in that incident out in the outer wing. Going to be replaced by Lenny LeBrun. Tiddy Harsmer having a shot for goal. Didn't quite make the distance. Spoiled by Code. Fleming. Now Jefferson. Thumble, but he got the kick away. Once again to the out of bounds. The wind takes it again and it'll go out of bounds. Half-forward flank for Ramblers.
Crossing, this way. Cross a bit of confusion on the boundary, heading for the Ramblers camp. It's thrown a kick in on the opposing wing. Goes forward, good mark by Curtis. Craig Curtis that was. He has had some valuable touches, not a lot, but some valuable ones. Fouls up with a horrible kick to Cody Pilgrim. Chips across. Rowan McDonald again. No, Bruiser from behind. Player with the ball now. Trent Starkey. Handball's back. Moving forward. Good work. Well played. Well spoiled Tumby. Just. Hello. Jefferson hung on to. Playing for a free and gets one. Jefferson moving out to the swing. Jimmy Shard makes the lead. Punching up in the wind. Ramblers have got a lot of players back there, so Tumby are not going to just blast forward, and to Code in the centre. Weighing up their options, controlling the play. Now Code unloads. Clark under it, and a good mark by Clark. Probably testing him too much, I think. He should be looking to check off, but Tumby are not moving for him, so I don't think he fancies himself anyway. Comes through, kick, starts in the middle. If he's got the distance, and he's got the accuracy. Well done, Clark. Tumby move ahead, 6-9 to Ramblers, 1-4. Third quarter. The scoreboard doesn't reflect the indication of this game. Some great pressure being applied by Ramblers. Tumby just managed to sneak a few through now and again. Back to the centre bounce. Micking up against Code. Come back into the ruck. Micking up first. Code stayed down and taps forward. Plenty of players all having a crack at it. Shard coming through. Craig Curtis trying to get through. Umpire ball's up again.
Ball up again. Cody gets the tap out for Tumby. Onto it, Lenny LeBrun. Hammer quickly shuts it off. Goldie Holman in for hard. Another hard bump. Ball comes out. Alex LeBrun chases Goldie towards the ball. Good kick by Goldie in forward. Desi put the hand out. Couldn't quite grab it. Bruiser on to Desi again. Now Desi's chance. Over the top of AJ. And Butler in the back line. Cutting it off for Tumby. Read that ball well. Jefferson in the middle. Goes straight on again. Fleming comes through. Plenty of space now for Tumby, but a poor kick by Flemmo. Trent Starkey takes the mark and plays on. Looking up there for Tiddy. Can he hang on to it? No, he's in the best position, but spoiled. Cave with a clearing kick for Tumby. Out towards Trent Starkey, on to Bunga Fitz now. Can he use that left foot? Yes, he can. Goldie on the 50 for Ramblers. Plays on quickly. Desi's out there, got a bit of a paddock. Can he control the ball? Wrong side for a left footer. He'll probably set it up to the goal square. Centering kick, Code's in the right spot, but Butler once again for Tumby. Taking some valuable marks and holding the defence up for Tumby in this third quarter. Long kick out towards Ferret Curtis on the outer wing there. He's marked in front of Harsma. Curtis coming into the game a bit in this quarter. Bit of a wobble kick again. Bunga doesn't know where it is. The umpire nearly get hit. Mags Murray, well done, but he couldn't quite get it. Now Edna. What can Clark do? He goes forward. Forster in front of Primey this time. And a good mark by Matty Forster. Plenty of experience there. He's played on quickly to young Trent Starkey. He kicks out looking for Cody Pilgrim. He's got a little bit of space. Shepherded by Den Deslands. He's got the ball now, Desi. On towards Goldie and Rowie. Body use by Butler. Now Fleming at the back. He'll probably use Luke Shannon. Straight back to Fleming, but didn't quite make it. Now well tapped on by Goldie Holman. Bruiser comes in, the captain coach for Ramblers. What can he do with it? Misses to the near side for Ramblers. Desperately need a goal, the captain coach. Sorry, the coach for Ramblers. Bruiser missing to the near side. They go to 1-5 now, trailing Tumby 6-9.
Kick in by Josh Cave. Chips over to his cousin in Jacob Cave. Runs it down that line. They're still hanging on that side. They're not going to bring it back. Fitzgerald again. Bunga been in everything. Needs to be held up. Fleming comes through. No mark. Gets the ball on though. Up to Isaac LeBrun. Well hammered down there. Ben Deslands coming out and having a crack. Umpire is going to throw the ball up. And enough time. Code and Holman. Code through. Jimmy Sharp with the ball, busts through the pack beautifully and punches it forward. Michael Curtis under the ball, places it beautifully and then plays on, runs through, sets up for the sights. And bit of a wasted opportunity. So behind to Tumby Bay. The win factor's there, but the ball can change ends very quickly in this game. Matt Forster again with the kick in. Chips it up to the centre. Plenty of players there for Ramblers. Luke Murray into the throw of it. Punches it up the side, up the centre again. Code sets himself under it. Players everywhere and ball sneaks out the back. Punch forward, Pedler falls over. Cave was let off very luckily then. Punches the ball out to that outer side wing again to Sam Reid. He should take an easy mark. Plays onto that raking left leg, punching it forward for Tumby Bay. Clark settles himself under it for Tumby and drops what he should have definitely taken. Punches the ball forward. Curtis again working, gets the ball out. Ricky Clark on the left leg, had plenty of time. Should have taken it. Another behind to Tumby Bay. Tumby Bay's 6 goal 10, Ramblers 1 goal 5.
Ramblers definitely being led off the hook here by Tumby. Start of this third quarter.
Come on, Tumby!
Forced to kick in for Ramblers. Got Tiger Cabot short in the pocket, but he's probably go the long option again. Straight down the centre of the ground to the 50. Ball holds up a little bit. Hammer from the back, couldn't grab it. Down to Trent. Starkey. Craig Curtis now runs onto it. What can he do? Can he get onto his right foot? No. Back to Butler. Now Butler from 50. Can he punt it through? That's not a bad kick into that wind. And it's just gone across for another behind again. So Tumby's still peppering the goals in this third quarter. Got a pretty big advantage, but they wouldn't want to take the foot off the accelerator at this stage. 6 goal 12 now. Ramblers 1-5. Forster again will kick in. This time he goes a bit shorter. Tom Harsman, well trapped, but he hasn't been able to hang on to it. Now Tumby's a chance. Ricky Clark on the end of it. Oh, well tackled there by the Ramblers defender. And that was Forster, I think. Matty Forster saving a certain goal there for Tumby. Kicks it away to Brad Claughton, who has been interfered with, and he'll take the mark or the free kick on that outer wing. Kick towards the outer wing. Goldie couldn't quite get that one. Lockwood cut it off. Half forward flank for Tumby. He'll drive it back in long again. Tiger Cabot setting himself in front of Edna Clark. And well done by Tiger Cabot. A good mark for Ramblers. Experienced Ramblers defenders certainly holding up well under the pressure today. This ball's been down there plenty of times, but this time the kick goes out in the full with that wind taking it out in front of Goldie Holman again. Tumby to drive it back into that half forward line again. Scotty Micken comes up and a good mark. Plays on quickly to Cody Pilgrim. Kicks towards Desi on this outer wing, a near wing, and a good mark by Desi. Good slips catch. Plays on, tackled by Butler. And a turnover now. Tumby rush it forward through Curtis. In front, Forster of Prime. Cabot comes in. Prime can't gather it. Still in there. Anyone's ball. Sammy Reid now. Quick left foot kick off the side of the boot there, and another point for Tumby. 6-13 now. Ramblers 1-5.
Yes, Tumby wasting a lot of opportunities there. That's 4 or 5 points already, and they should be a little bit more settled than that. Gap opens up. Daniel Parsons take the kick in for Ramblers down that side. Any good mark there by Holman. Scooped up by another Rambler player at the back and up the wing. Going on to Ben Quigley, running through there. Can't keep it in. If he could have got it back to Bruiser, would have been a handy break. Another throw in on the wing position. Bit cooler conditions now with the cloud coming over. Throw in, Code again, down to Jefferson. Out the side, Curtis back on the ball, up to Jimmy Shard. Runner up in the male medal. Punches the ball forward, but no particular lead or anything. Plenty of Rambler players there, taking their time about it. Cleared out of defence. Blue player up the front, get the hand in front. Ball out of bounds on that wing position. Breeze slightly favouring Tumby this quarter, I think, and they're wasting a lot of opportunities. In hard smothered. Tom Asma for Ramblers comes out with the ball, but blazes it too wide and out of bounds on the fall. Another change for Tumby. Ricky Clark off. Tom Kelly back on. For the forward lines, forward pocket. Back over with the ball. Simon Pedler standing the mark. Jacob Cave. Kick down that line again, looking for code. Big hand goes up. Ball spills free. Brad Clawton at the back with a big kick out to the centre. Both Curtis brothers there in the centre. Didn't know which one was going to take it. Michael's got it now. Back across. Here's Fleming coming through. Playing a reasonable game, and there's Tyson Cross on his own. 60 out. Nothing coming forward. They chip in close to Paul Jefferson. Normally got a pretty good leg, so if nothing comes, he probably fancy himself from here. Umpire's blowing time on. Lining up the mark. Seems to have been a strong wind down there from the goals. Left home to the left. Comes in, left leg, pops it up there. Falling short, no. Just snuck over the line. Jefferson kicks the goal for the game. Only just. 7 goal 13 Tumby, Ramblers 1 goal 5.
Tumby going further ahead now. 44-point lead now in the third quarter. Seeming to have a little bit more penetration in their kicks going to that end at the moment than the Ramblers boys. The ball up in the centre. Kelly and Ruck now against Micken. No one really got a decisive tap, and the ball straight back down. Another ball up. Important now for Ramblers. They've got to steady the ship here. So win some clearances. Desi gets the ball out this time. Bruiser in front. Cave got it again. He's read the ball better again there. Tumby looked to clear it to that outer side. The wind takes it again. Desi tries to spoil, but he's a little bit late, and the mark's been paid to Lenny LeBrun on the outer wing. Inboard. Sammy Reid plays on again. Maggot Curtis running past. He'll set it up again for Tumby. Can Murray spoil? No, Clark's read the ball better. He's got the option here. He'll go on himself and kick the goal. Could have handballed it on to Prime, but in the end, he's gone ahead and kicked it himself. Another goal for Tumby.
Rather selfish of Clark. I thought he would give that to Prime. Clark comes off now, replaced by Roland Shard, Jimmy's younger brother. It's only 2 goals for Tumby in this third quarter, with a lot of points. Ramblers just don't seem to have the answers at this stage. They plenty of the action, plenty of the ball. They're just not getting it free. Ball up in the centre. Tom Kelly again. Got it through. Curtis coming to centre. Michael. Scrambly everywhere. Curtis back with the ball again out the back of the pack. Swings around. Pops it out for Butler, leading out well on his own. And a little bit of extra attention. Scott Micken. Handball's on again. Comes back. Reid with a big raking left. Good spot. Over the back for Prime. And Prime takes a good, well-weighted mark there. He had other players there in cross. He's elected to come back. He's only 10 metres out, 45. Shouldn't have too much problem, but that wind's been giving everyone grief today. Prime lines up. Goal umpire signals a point. He normally takes a bit more time to kick Prime. Probably a bit rattled from when he fell over in that first minute of the game. Matt Forster for Ramblers. Another chip at Mac in. Lining it up. Good punch from behind from Butler, I think it was. Ball spills free. No, there's Butler there. Pops it up. In front, Shard. In the back, no. Play on the call. Brother Jimmy Shard with the ball. Pops it out the back. Lenny LeBrun trying to come through. Plenty of body. Plenty of players on the ball. And it'll be a ball up. Code and Micken, ball comes down. Ball picked up there with the Ramblers player, booted forward. Cave mops up what should have been taken as a mark and chips it up. Probably puts him under pressure. Jefferson's at the base. Plenty of Tumby players there. They just seem to be running themselves into a bit of a bundle. Jimmy Sharp with the ball, brought down. Jefferson back in there. Good, hard, tight contest. Ball up again. No one in particular. Running out to the wing. All chipped up there in the Rambler player. And out on the wing on that other side. Probably should be sitting on the other side.
Throw in again. Micken and Kelly go for it. The ball runs towards the line again. Well, he keeps it in, or does he? No, it's out of bounds again. It's not getting the run to go their way at the moment, the Magpies. Over the back, chance for Tumby now, well intercepted by Tiger. Now's a chance for Trent Starkey. He gets it off to Murray's. He gets a bit of a high tackle as he went to ground. Bruiser comes in with a big bump. Tumby keep going though for the ball. Maggot Curtis has got it. He gets out another couple of tackles. Now Murray's through. Quick kick forward and a mark for Bunga. Now centre of the ground. He plays on quickly. Cutterford is the target and a good mark by James Cutterford. Much needed goal coming up for Ramblers here. They need this one from Cutterford. It's about 35 out. Probably kick from about 40 when he gets in. Kick off the boot, but I think the wind might have taken a little bit to that side. Now it's a goal. Ramblers much needed one in this third quarter. They go to 2-5, trailing Tumby 8-14. Will that spark a bit of a revival from the Magpies?
Yes, James Cutterford, excellent goal into that wind. Very tricky conditions on both ends actually, but probably more so that end. In the ruck, Kelly up, one out by Ramblers. Ben Quigley out of the centre, blasted forward. Good mark at the back. Punch through, oh, badly off the boot, but that could work in the favour. Desans with the ball, got tackled, ball back up. Josh Cave playing well. Out the side to Shannon, taking it out wide, seeing, looking for time, trying to make some space. Up to young Lenny LeBrun, who punches the ball long. And Sammy Reid using the body well, trying to keep the ball back in play on the outer side. They're all scrambling for it. Out the back of the pack with Ramblers, forward again, and Bunga Fitz takes a good mark on the wing. He wants to play on. He knows they haven't got much time to burn on this quarter. Punches it long. Plenty of opportunity. And a great mark taken by Daniel Parsons. Just as quickly, Ramblers kick line up for another goal, virtually from the same spot. Slightly downwind. Parsons pops it up. Lets the wind do all the work. Looks pretty good from here. 1 goal to 3/4, halfway through the third quarter, and then 2 goals in 1 minute. So they're down, but they're definitely not out Ramblers.
Yeah, good move there by the Ramblers coaching staff. Looks like Daniel Parsons has gone forward and Jim Holman's gone into the back line. And has paid dividends straight away with Parso getting his first goal for the day. Back in the centre again. Micken nullified at the tap by Code. Now Ramblers forward again, but Caves in the road. Mongrel kick forward up to the 50 line. Skivvy Pilgrim couldn't mark it. But he's going to get a free kick. Hanging on against Sammy Reid, who doesn't like it. That's going to be Jimmy Holman's kick. Holman now back in the centre-half back position for Ramblers. Bruiser on the outer wing. He's got the hands on the ball. Ramblers starting to run a bit better now. Murray's Manane's on the outer side. He gets it forward to Ben Quigley. A little bit more space now for Ramblers. Kicks in forward. Over the back. Tumby bloke couldn't quite hang on to it. Parso again. Couldn't quite get rid of it. Now Cave again. It's been in everything today, Cave. Another clearing kick. Sammy Reed comes out. Couldn't quite hang on to it. Bruiser's got the crumbs now. No one really to aim for because Code's in the road. Plugging the hole beautifully again. Big Brian Code. Half back line for Tumby. This is the half forward line now. Skivvy Pilgrim well tackled there on Butler. Butler looking for it again. Cody's still got it underneath the pack. Can't get it out. There'll be another ball up. Half forward flank for Tumby Bay. 39 points in front. Midway through the third quarter. Clark and Micken. Micken got the tap. Jefferson flung off by Tiger Cabot. Now Bruiser. Goes towards this near side. Desi comes out first. Tries to don't argue with Tyson Cross and gets away with it. Kicks forward. Bunger in front. Couldn't trap it. Now Trent Starkey. Can he hold it up? Bunger again. Good handball, but unfortunately went straight to Code, who's been in the right spot at the right time today for Tumby. Bruiser now has got a couple of metres on his opponent. Shard's chasing him, but Bruiser well tackled by, well shepherded by Desi. Looks for Tiddy Harsma. He couldn't grab it. His second effort was good by young Tom Harsma. Kicks it forward. Cutterford. Oh, as the siren goes, just as Ramblers had got the run on late in that third quarter. So three-quarter time, Ramblers 3-5, trail Tumby 8-14.
Final quarter, 2009 A-grade grand final. Ramblers and Tumby Bay. Code with the ruck in the centre. Taps the ball forward. Bit of a schmozzle there. Jefferson gets the ball out. Taps it forward. Reed down there looking for it as well, following it down. And ball spills out of bounds. Ramblers had a good last 5 minutes that last quarter, kicking 2 goals in a couple of minutes, looking well. Ball taps down. Tumby player kicks up the side and out of bounds again. The contest seems to have picked up the tempo, wind swinging slightly, even probably favouring Ramblers a little bit. Out the back to Craig Curtis, handballs inboard. And Jacob Cave quickly off the hands, under pressure. Jimmy Shard moves it forward to Code. He gets caught up, as does Bruiser when he holds the ball. No, ball up, no prior opportunity. Jefferson grabs hold of him and pulls him down. Bit of a kerfuffle on the ground, ball's thrown up. Umpires aren't messing around. Code with a big fist, straight up to nowhere. Ball comes out of the pack, punch forward for Ram. Fleming coming through, Curtis waiting. Ball tap forward again. Ramblers will use every opportunity and move that ball forward as hard and as fast as they can. Nothing to lose, everything to go for. And we'll give it a really good punt. Ball down to Shard, handballs back into the pack. Ball spinning around. Bruiser pops one out the side. And there, Fleming working hard on the ground too. Shard backs up well, looking for some option. They seem to be well blocked off. Curtis under the pump there. Shard handballs again, and now Reed's under the pump. Beautiful tackle. Gets the ball away somewhere. Scott Micken at the back, picks up the ball. Good tackle, Jim Holman. Marked out there by young Tom Harsma. Punches the ball inboard. Good lead coming out. Oh, dropped what he probably should have taken. Ball spills free. Mopped up by Tumby Bay. Shawnee Letton for Tumby. Punches it back out to that dead side. I don't think Tumby would be too worried if the ball stayed there for the rest of the game. But a very determined Ramblers. Got a bit of inspiration at the end of the third and now into the last quarter, having a go.
Hammer's got the ball now. Good tap over to Tommy Harsma. He kicks it forward. Staying on that outer wing though. Oh, Bunger, well, good footwork by Bunger. He's got it over to Hammer. Can he trap it? Jefferson now in there for Tumby. Falls over the ball. Held up again by the Magpies forward line. And the ball up at the 50-metre mark for Ramblers. Desperate for the first couple of goals this final quarter. They really do need to play direct football. Bunger's a chance, but taken by Cave again. Been in everything today, the Cave brothers. But that kick was not a good one. The wind took it again, out of bounds on the full on the outer wing. Looked to go long. Got under it again. Looking for AJ Credden. Cody Pilgrim at the back. Big leap, but couldn't quite bring it down. Locked in there again. Tumby doing a good job of holding it up in this quarter. Stopping the Magpies run. Another ball up will take place half forward line for Ramblers. Over the back. Now Tumby get clear through Sean Letton. Long left foot kick. Clark couldn't quite hang on. It primes now. Like a rover, the big man. Oh, well tackled by Matty Forster. Brilliant determination by Matty Forster. Two number 45s having a great battle down there today. He's kicked through the middle. Desi couldn't have the bounce his way. Now Tumby have got it again. Butler against Tiger Cabot. Well done, Tiger. Could have been taken high, but Butts has got it a free now. Tyson Cross, can he swoop on it? He's got it now. Out the back to Craig Curtis. Not a great kick by Craig Curtis. Scotty Micken couldn't get the bounce his way. Cody Pilgrim now dives on it. Well tackled by Jefferson. Out the back, Tumby, missed kick. Clawton's got it. He can't pick it up now. Maras has got rid of it. And I couldn't see he's got that for Ramblers, but Tiger Cabot's been driven into the ground by that tackle. And he's either got cramp or he's hurt his leg, one of the two. He's a tough cookie, Andrew Cabot. He won't be bound out without a fight here. Long kick towards that outer side again. Hammer couldn't get in there. Bruiser outmarked by Cave. Over the back now comes to Code. He'll set up for Tumby towards that half-forward line. Ricky Clark from the back, but it's Primey. It's taking the mark for Tumby Bay. 45 out. Read the drop of the ball pretty well there, Chris Prime. Plenty of experience. Can he use the wind to his advantage here now? Probably aim at the right-hand goalpost. He's got up and under. Breeze will hold that one up now in the square. Sammy Reid couldn't quite hang on to it. And I think it might have gone and through for a point. It has. Another behind for Tumby, 8-15. Lead Ramblers 3-5.
Yeah, Tiger Cabot did go down, but he'll keep popping back up again. Ball being kicked in. Ramblers, nice kick down the centre. Almost to centre. Chopped off by young Letton. Pop back up to the forwards. Players, plenty of players up. Roving around the back. Ricky Clark on his right leg. Has he got a right leg? He has today. No, he hasn't. So close. That would have been one he would have been telling you about. Shorty Fitz with the ball. Plays on. Sets it down there towards Bruiser. He's got Cave and Code with him, but Bruiser somehow taps it away. Code doing the roving. Pops it back out the top. Jacob Cave with the ball. Handballs forward to Jefferson. Jefferson ducks and weaves and dodges across to Butler. They're working their way across. They're trying to get their way from that wind, punching up into it. Popped up again, but no one home for Tumby. Matt Forster giving the game of his life, mate. He's having a real fair dinkum crack. Pops around. Reid chops him down. He's got no right. He'll go to the left. Curtis bangs it on the boot towards the goals. Who's home? Prime puts his big hands up. Couldn't get the ball clean. Pushing away. Ramblers working very, very hard in defence. Sean Fitz out to Holman. Back to Fitzgerald. Trying to draw the player up the ground. Punching the ball up the side. Young Cody Pilgrim. Back to Fitz. Smothered by Craig Curtis. Great. A lot of pressure. Trying to get away out of there. Tumby seemed to have it bottled up nicely with the line right across, and he's chipping in. He's gone right across the top, and he's got picked out young Sean Letton. And the young fella Sean Letton, he's directly in front, probably some 45 metres out, 40 metres out. The wind's been very difficult. Tumby probably need a goal to really try and concrete some sort of reinforcement in this quarter, because Ramblers have come out and given them a fair bash. Letton gets in very close with the left leg. He bangs it up. Umpire doesn't move too far. And Letton's on the board too. Well done, young Sean. He's been congratulated by his teammates. The Blues score now. Tumby Bay 9-16. Ramblers 3-5. The Ramblers have not laid down, still working hard, and they will continue to do so, I believe.
Back in the centre again. Micking against Code. Code's got the tap. Well rowed by Craig Curtis. Off to Sean Letton, the goal scorer. Goes forward. Goldie Holman up there. Couldn't quite bring it down for Ramblers. Now's it out the back by Mars Manane. Brad Claughton back to Manane. Desi's on the wing now. Has he got a chance to run onto this? Fleming cuts it off for Tumby. Well tackled by Desi. And he held him up on that outer wing. There's been some great contests all over the field today. Bruiser and Cody. Cody got it. Down to Bunga. Too quick for Desi, but Desi's trying hard again. He's in there again for Ramblers. Bunga, good hands out to Maras Manane again. Slung up the kick, well intercepted by Trent Starkey. Now Luke Fitz has got it. Can he use it? James Cutterford marks on the 50 for Ramblers. Still plenty of players running forward for Ramblers here. They haven't given up yet. Kick up to the square, but there's a couple of Tumby blokes there. Bruiser goes back, couldn't grab it. Not quite having the day he had last week, the big coach. And the ball's out of bounds in the forward pocket for Ramblers. What can they use? What can they do with this chance here? Code comes in late and gets the tap. Cutterford, what can he do with it? He's got it now on the left foot. Not a bad left foot kick normally. Up towards Rowie McDonald over the back. Has been touched through for a behind for the Magpies. 3 goals, 6, trailing Tumby 9-16. Tumby looking to play on quickly, and they'll do that out towards Tyson Cross. He's got a paddock on this back pocket. He'll keep going into Craig Curtis, who's got a bit of space there. He's playing on as well. Tommy Harsman couldn't quite read that one. Butler's over the back. He's got it now. Goldie Holman cuts him off. Kicks towards Prime. And a bit of a tangle between the two number 45s again, but Prime's come away with a free. There's definitely a bit of holding going on there. Probably from both players, but at the end, Prime was the one dragged down. Now Prime. Should be a pretty good spot to have a shot from goal from there. About 30 out. Normally a pretty good kick. He's put that one straight through the centre. It's another goal for Tumby. 10-16. Lead Ramblers 3-7.
In this final quarter, in the A-grade 2009 grand final, Prime normally a very good user of the ball. When he can get him, he's been very well held by Matt Forst, who just was ping for hanging on there. It was a bit both ways. Ball back to centre again, Code up. And again, Code seems to be dominating quite strongly. Out the side, Letton again. Couple of fumbles, but he had plenty of time. Back to Michael Curtis, who's come back onto the ball. Chips it up again, looking for Prime. Prime seems to be firing right up, and he gets the ball and just busts through the pack. Handballs over the top to David Butler, and walks in, metre out, and chips through. Very unselfish Prime with 100 goals this year. Showed it again. Tumby Bay take a very substantial lead, and it would take a real miracle from here for Ramblers to pop up. Tumby 11-16, Ramblers 3 goals, 7. And back to the centre break again.
Ball up again, the centre. Nullified each other then, the two ruckmen. Bruiser gets it out, looking for Bunga. AJ Creddy's in there. Can he tap it on himself? No. Craig Curtis. Got it out of something out of nothing there. Way to Jimmy Charr. Tyson Cross dragged down. Good tackle by Luke Fitz. Bruiser pushed in the back there. Is he going to get the free? Yes. Umpire Howe's seen that one. Young Fitzy takes a tumble as well. This is the big coach of the Magpies, Bruiser Pedler, who's going to take the free. He'll bomb it straight in there. About 25 out and goal, but Code's in the hole once again. He's been doing it all day. Ever since Spider Minard went down for Magpies, he's been pretty well free most of the day. Jimmy Chard now, half-back line for Tumby. He'll go to the centre ground. Well trapped in there, but he couldn't quite get through. Now's a chance for Rowie. Big hit again off the ball. Now Lockwood's got it. He's going backwards, but he's found Code. He'll go across to Luke Shannon. He'll go to that outer side again, playing the nice dead wing. On goes Sean Letton now. He's got a bit of a paddock in front of him. Kick scoos off the inside of the boot, and Cody Pilgrim's in the right spot for the Magpies. Half-back flank. Raking left foot kick normally, Cody. This is no exception. Goes out towards Daniel Lockwood, but the wind takes the ball out of bounds again. Certainly been out there a lot today. Be Bruiser and Cody again in the ruck. Who will this favour? Bruiser's got the tap forward this time for the Magpies. Can Cutter get 3. Bit of hanging on with Fleming down there. No one can get decisive possession, and it's out of bounds in the forward pocket for the Magpies. Going to the northern end in the final quarter. Tumby seems to have stifled the momentum the Magpies had late in the third quarter. Fleming gets it away. Wasn't a great kick. AJ Cretton after it first. He's taken out by Cave. Half forward flank for the Magpies. Cody and Bruiser again. Maggot Curtis has got it now. Somehow gets 3. Away to Cave. He'll go up the outer wing. Forrest comes in the back with a big sprawl. Comes down to Chard again in the right spot for Tumby. Play on again. Trent Starkey's cut it off. Good mark by the youngster. He'll play on, get onto that left boot again. Up there, Rowan McDonald the target, but he couldn't quite gather the drop of the ball, and David Fleming's read it best. Plays on quick. Dangerous kick across the back line, but Cave again, been brilliant all day. Josh Cave. Big spoil by Hammer quickly over the back. He might have winded himself there a bit on the landing. Jimmy Chard goes forward. Brad Claughton in the best spot. No, it's over his head, and Primey's read it best. 35 out directly in front. The big full forward about to line up for his second of the quarter. And looks like Rowie McDonald's coming off. Hurt his shoulder for Ramblers. He'll be replaced by young Luke Fitz. So things aren't going right for the Magpies now. Prime looks to put another nail in the coffin. And he's done it. Another goal for Prime. The wind took it, but not quite enough. So Tumby moved to 12-16. Ramblers 3-7.
Yep, Prime's on song now. He's just broken away. Matt Forster had him held very well. He just seems to have stressed through. Tumby with the upper hand. 12-16, 3-7. Ramblers got nothing to lose. I think they'll play on every opportunity and try and play this high side, see if they can get some scores on the board. And they come. Young Tom Kelly, Micken. Don't favour anyone really. Tumby player at the fall of the ball, still can't pick it up. And young Letton. Good hard fighting for the ball there. Tom Harsma for it, for Ramblers. Ball up again. Indecisive tap. Rambler boy kicks off the ground. Big bodies coming through. Opening up. Lenny LeBrun working and bullocking his way through. Chips it out clear. Here's Roland Sharp with a clean run. Good hands. Picks it up. Packs it forward. Bad bounce for Ricky Clark in the end. Luke Murray with the ball. Punches out to that outer side. Out towards Ben Quigley. Once again the wind picks up and drags it away. Tumby are quite happy to sit out there for the rest of the game. It wouldn't bother them the least, I don't think. Ball in off the wing. No decisive winner of the tap. Rambler Park comes out the back and chips forward, but nothing there. Luke Shannon mops up. Pretty quiet day, Luke, but he's getting plenty of touches now. Punches up forward. They're just going to keep attacking. Hello, bit of holding going on behind. Brad Claughton, Ping, hanging on to Code, punches forward, and Prime sees the opportunity and runs back into that open space. Probably 25 out, virtually directly in front. This will be the nail. Tightly fought contest today. Tumby just pulling away in this last quarter. Whoops, Prime's hooked it. That's the behind. Counting the chickens before they're hatched.
Yeah, no, Tumby just used the ball a little bit better going forward today. A little bit cleaner possession. And starting to put a distance between themselves and Ramblers now on the scoreboard. Waiting a fair while for the ball to come back into play now. Forster will go and kick out for the Maggies. He's got Cutterford up the centre and he'll take him. Mark to James Cutterford. Goldie Holman makes a lead. He's going to go Scott Micken. Good contest with young Kelly. Rode off hands. Prime's got the ball again. He's having a good last quarter. The big tractor, Chris Prime. Long kick. Up in that full forward position. Over the back. 2 against 1, but it's through for a behind for Tumby Bay. So the Magpies' defence has been pretty good all day. They've had a fair bit to combat, but just starting to get a little bit tired now, being 1 short for most of the game. Kick out by Forster, intercepted by Ferret Curtis. He'll play on quick, looking inboard for young Sean Letton. He's bobbed up a couple of times already in this last quarter, and this could be his 2nd goal. Real chance to kick it from there. Not much of an angle, about 35 out. Another left footer. Got under that one. There's a land in the goal square. Prime in the best spot. And he's come out and he's come down with it. Chris Prime, plenty of experience. Good at judging the flight of the ball, and he's come down with that one. And this will be just another goal. Big Chris Prime. 3rd year in a row he's cracked the ton. And after a bit of a slow start today, coming off after the first minute, this will be his 3rd goal. No, he's missed it. Prime can't believe it. But the wind playing havoc again. Tumby certainly have missed a few gettable goals in this second half. 12-19, lead Ramblers 3-7.
There you go. They never count them unless they go on the board. Kick in out of the dead side again. Down there, Simon Pett looking for Simon. Can get his hands to it, still bullocking through. Playing a good game, Simon, trying his hardest. Run out of cattle, he's been trying to do all the work pretty well. The loss of Spider Menard would have been a deep blow for Ramblers in the first quarter. Ball up again. Code's having a field day. Down to Jefferson. Punches it forward. Prime again on the end of it. He works his way under and Prime's pushed him in the back. Micken tap it forward. Up the side, Scott Micken with the ball. Played a good game, Scott Micken. Carrying the lot. Down close. Ball punch forward, Daniel Parsons. Move forward, FAD after the ball. Ramblers free kick down the ground. They have an opportunity to score here. Shawnee Fitz putting his hand up. Whoops, that's 50-metre penalty. You can't be doing that. Craig Curtis of all should know that. Giving him 25. There you go. Shawnee Fitz punched this one through. He's normally very accurate in front of goal. But the wind has been difficult for all goal scorers today. Punches it through. Holding right. Good enough. Well done, Sean Fitz. But I'm afraid it's all a little too late. Ramblers 6 goals, 7. Tumby Bay 12-19. Plenty of scoring shots to Tumby. Kept peppering the goals. Scoreboard might be wrong. Ball coming back to the centre. Couldn't be much time left, I wouldn't think, in this final term. Prime seems to be coming up and into the centre bounce. It's an unusual move. Ball's up, Tom Kelly up with Micken. Ball spills down. Can't get free. Ben Deslands had a great game. Plays with a lot of passion. Certainly played with a lot of passion today. Out the back, Jefferson. the quiet achiever, sneaks through. Fleming had a good game down there today, really good for a backman. Ball up, anyone's ball, everyone's having a crack, not much time left. Prime Burke's out with a pack. Clark spins around, just gets out of trouble, left leg, punches it long. Well done, Jim Holman, got the ball clear of Sammy Reid. Kicks off the ground, down the centre. Clark lines up, easy kick, punches at it. Prime.
Kicked his third this time, big Chris Prime. A bit more confident then on the run. 13-19, Tumby now. Lead Ramblers 4-7. Shouldn't be too long to go now in this final quarter. Kelly got the tap again. Desi in there, couldn't trap it. Primey's in the centre now. Jefferson's held up by Ben Deslands. Certainly hadn't given up today, Desi. Another ball up. Tom Kelly gets the tap ahead of Micken. Murray's ran past it. And Tumby have been wrapped up again. Another ball up. Kelly and Micken. Micken probably won that one this time. This time Maggott's got it though. Oh, well intercepted by young Trent Starkey. Good left foot kick up there looking for AJ Cretton. He's got the sit here at the back. Oh, he couldn't quite grab it. Nearly had Cave where he wanted them then. Out the back though. Can Sniffer get onto it? AJ, second effort. Held to him there by Josh Cave. That'll be a ball up. Couldn't do much about that, AJ. It's a good second effort though. Down it comes again. Tumby will clear this one now. It's going to go easy kick for Jefferson on that outer wing. Looking for and finding Jimmy Shard. He'll play on. Bit of a wobbly kick. Couldn't quite trap it. Oh, he's got through now. Away they go. Tumby keeps on running. Letton's another kick. Having a good last quarter. Sammy Reeve in the back. Big feet in the back of Jimmy Holman, and Goldie still come down with the mark. Well played, Jimmy Holman. Ball's out of bounds now on that outer wing. So they're trying for everything now, Tumby. They're going to win the premiership, and they're looking for mark of the year at the same time. Half forward flank for Tumby. Over the back, Primey, good tap down. Well tackled there, Cody Pilgrim. Jimmy Shard was the one wrapped up there by Skivvy. Another ball up, Jaffa Harris to throw it up. Tap down again, Matty Forster's in everything. Trying his guts out for Ramblers as usual. Luke Fitz, good tap onto Hammer. Can he trap it? Away to Bruiser. Here goes the coach for the Magpies. Kicks it in forward. Josh Cave in front again. Well done. Josh Cave had the better of AJ today, but it's been a good battle. And Flemmo now in the back pocket. Plenty of space. Looking for Lenny. But Trent Starkey, brilliant interception from the youngster. Now, can he set it up for the Maggies? Nice long kick. It's just going to fade away. AJ in the best spot was swallowed off the hands of Sniffer. Through for a point for the Magpies. They moved to 4 goals 8, trailing Tumby 13-19.
Lenny LeBrun with the kick in for Tumby. He's going to chip short over to Fleming, and Fleming's the last man holding the ball, and there it is. 2009 premiers, Tumby Bay over Ramblers. A good hard effort by the boys all year to come through.
Shannon. 9, David Butler. 13, Tyson Cross. 14 is our vice captain, Josh Gage. 15 is old father time, Ricky Clark. 16, Jeffo gets the second medal. Well done today, Jeffo. Great man. 22, Shawnee Letton. 25, Sammy Reid, come on down. 30, Isaac McGrath. 31, Angus Lockwood. 32, Damien Edna Clark. 34, Leonard Leslie LeBrun. 35, Jacob Gearbox Gay. 36, the big fella, Brian Coe. 13, 37, Roland Shard. 45, I think he's remembered his name, Chris Fine. Well done again with 104 goals for the year. Well done, Brian. 48, runner-up to the male medal. Had a great year, lost 15 kilograms, and has a mighty season. Jimmy Sharp. And now lastly, coach and the captain.
One for John Sutton. And how many do we have after? Yeah, and how many we got? And one left.
After all the medals are presented, there's one left. And
the Tumby boys, what a fantastic group. They've been fantastic all year. Really proud to work with them. And you know, we've got some young blokes, we've got some older blokes, and just a fantastic group. And to Michael, the captain, can't ask for a better leader. He's just done a great job this year. So it's a really good effort to win the main medal, but also captain of the premiership team. So well done, mate.